Let's head up there.
Hello.
Come on, Kins. Katie and I were working on a hoop coop most of the day today, and it was about 6 o'clock. We decided to start packing up, picking up, and doing chores and stuff. And then we were like, what are we going to talk about on Kick today? So, since we don't really have anything to really talk about, we're going to pick our potatoes. I don't know if that's the right word, pick potatoes.
Treasure.
Because we didn't get a chance to do that today, so we'll take you guys along the journey.
And it's nice and cool out right now, so...
Yeah. I'm going to get the tripod set up.
Okay.
I want gloves, because there is some poison ivy in here. Not a lot, but enough for me to, you know, mention it.
Do you have a preference of round or pointy?
No. If we find some ones that are green,
Like that one?
like this one right here,
Yeah.
and that one right there, I think, can we use them as seed potatoes?
Yeah, we just put them aside, and once they start sprouting again,
Okay.
I'll just put them in my pouch, the green ones,
Okay, that works.
and then we'll put the good ones in the box.
Okay.
All right, that little area, that's where I've started harvesting
Okay.
as for dinner and stuff.
Okay.
However, doesn't mean I got them all.
Right.
So these are very spiky thistles. What are these? Are they just thistles? Man alive.
What you got going on over there, Kinsley?
So, yeah, so today we worked on the hoop coops pretty much, yeah, like Nate said, pretty much all day. It was like the main project. And, you know, as we thought it would be super quick and we'd be able to put one together,
Yeah.
goes to show.
No, it just takes forever for us to do things.
Yeah, because we both are trying to figure out like the best way to do it, and we both have ideas, and of course our ideas are very different from one another.
Yeah.
So just trying to figure out how. Do you want to do that half maybe? We'll meet in the middle and I'll just kind of work. Like you do these half, or do you want to do whole rows?
I don't care. Like I do this half,
Yeah.
and you do the half. Sure,
Yeah,
that works.
I think that makes
you got
sense.
the dirtier half.
I do have the dirtier half. That's all right. These pants are already trashed. The first time I wore them outside. Oh, look. I found two. Oh, yours are bigger. And yes, Nate, it is a competition.
Okay, you got it. So
We should have
I want my
separate
own
boxes.
box then.
Yeah, so we were...
Is it okay if I throw them?
Yeah, you're fine.
Is it?
It is,
I'm not
honey.
going to bruise them?
You will bruise them a little bit, but it'll be okay. We got some greens. But yeah, it was just taking forever to decide how do we want to do the nesting boxes? How do we want to do the perches? Do we want to use lumber? Do we want to use branches? It's just...
Yeah.
It's just all the things that you don't think about that are going to take you time, and then they start taking you a ton.
Here's a green.
Okay.
Here's a green.
Oh, that one's not very.
Okay.
If-
Only if it's really green?
Yeah, if it has just one little small thing, I can cut that out.
Uh-huh.
I'll still use them.
I hope they can see all this.
I don't know.
I hope I'm recording. I think I'm recording. Hello. Yep, I'm recording.
Okay. It's like...
I'm gonna go grab a bucket or something, because
Okay.
getting up and down, up and down, up and down is...
That's why I'm kneeling. You can put the box closer to you because it's way behind me. Oh, man. Oh, that's pokey. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what these thistles are, but man, they are sharp. Anyone know what these are besides spiky ouch machines? Ow! They go all the way down to the root. And I sat on one. It was not pleasant.
Nice shenanigans.
Okay, here we go. Let's see, what else
Richard,
did
that
we
was
do?
just awful.
That's kind of it. I didn't make breakfast this morning.
Richard did that thing again where he's like, look, I have food. Just kidding.
I just want you to come to me.
Yep, I just want to mount you.
Yep. What a sweet boy.
All right, back at it.
So funny, the varying sizes of them. Some are, oh, that was a good one. Look at that. Had like a little row of, ooh, that's a nice one. Nice. I get so excited for potatoes. I think everyone gets excited for potatoes.
Yeah, it's like a treasure hunt.
It is. It's like,
And just when you think that you covered an entire area, you're like, oh my gosh, there's...
it's like something that you plant and forget about. And then when you remember, you're like, oh my goodness, look at all this food I have. Especially when you go to the store and see they're like,
Yeah, $10.
10 bucks for a 5-pound bag, I think is the last I saw. It's like, I'm sorry, or it was not quite that much. It was,
Look at the soil too.
yeah, it looks, that's all the mushroom compost.
Hey,
Right?
It's soil now.
It's soil now. It's now ours.
I'm claiming it to be soil. Remember, this used to be just a patch of grass
Just
with
weeds,
lots of rocks and weeds.
brambles. To be honest, it was like when we first bought this property, I was just telling Nate, I went back and watched some of our older videos.
Oh, that's a nasty one.
And,
Probably use that as a seed potato. Might just throw it over there and see what happens.
okay.
There it is.
I was watching older videos and it was so crazy because, again, it's like we see this every day and you kind of forget what it used to look like. But when you really, when you really look at it, it was crazy the difference in how, just really how much it was brambles and weeds and no grass. And like where the chickens, where we've been running them through, it's like night and day difference.
Yeah, there's still some weeds, but it's not crazy amount anymore.
Yeah, the brambles and stuff are gone
Yeah,
though,
the brambles
so
are gone.
it's looking like a pasture and like it should, and it's amazing. And that's literally just no treatment, no anything, just running some animals through it, which is so cool.
Yep, that and mowing.
Yeah, and mowing. Oh shoot, I started putting them in the wrong one.
I think what I'm doing is I'm just going to put it, unless it's really, really green,
Yeah.
I'm just going to put it all together, then we can
We can sort them. Yeah. Oh look, I almost missed all these. It's so crazy. It's like you scoop them.
I tried to put that in your hand.
You did. I caught it. Oh, look at this big caterpillar thing. Look at that.
Ooh. I'm debating whether or not I touch the poison ivy, because then it gets on the glove and then it gets on potato.
Oh, that's a gross grub.
Oh, the chickens would love that.
How about the geese? They literally just sat there and it dropped on their heads. All right, I'm gonna have to back up. Oh,
I got those.
you're in my spot there, sir. This whole competition thing, I gotta be careful.
There weren't exactly any rules.
Stay on your lane. Stay in your lane. Oh, look at that thing. That's like a scorpion. Look. Oh, it's a millipede. There's so many bugs in here.
Should I? So this one's still growing. Should I just let it keep growing, or just pull
No,
it?
you're fine.
Yeah.
I keep accidentally just barely scraping these. Let's see.
I'm not even using my shovel or anything anymore.
Yeah.
It just all comes up so easily.
Yeah, we replanted potatoes. So we have 3 succession lines of potatoes. We have these that we planted, oh man, I don't even remember how long ago, but it's been
a while.
Oh, that's the best one so far, I think.
For
no,
you.
you have a couple like for me, yeah. For you, maybe. Okay, sir.
I am focused. If this is a competition of who can dig up more, I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to dig.
So this was our first one, and then our second one, we tried to do a totally different method we'd never done before, and it kind of pretty much failed hardcore. I guess we'll find out when we get to it, but it's a couple weeks behind the first one, behind this one. And then we just replanted another one, was it the beginning of September? End of August, beginning of September timeframe. So that one...
Yeah, that's the Ruth Stout method.
And that one we did Ruth Stout again because we didn't have the best success with Ruth Stout the first time. And we wondered if it was the location maybe, or if we just did something kind of off. I don't know. We're not sure what we did, but
yeah, I'm not sure.
We thought it was worth another try because it's so easy. You just basically put potatoes on the ground and then throw straw over them. Oh, and we used hay last time, not straw.
Correct. Yeah, this time we're actually using actual straw.
So we'll see.
But it's also later in the season, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we're excited to see if we could get like another succession in of some crops. And then I was telling Nate today I wanted to do a, is it called a cold frame?
Cold frame, yeah.
Yeah, cold frame. I wanted to do a hay bale cold frame and see if we could perhaps get a few things. Oh, you could see that you were losing, so you just went ahead and combined efforts?
Well, I filled up my container. You haven't filled up your container yet.
Oh, okay.
So I've already done one container full. You have barely even scratched the surface of your container.
I haven't even gotten an eighth of a container. Clearly you're going to win this competition with your rules.
I thought I would help you by putting some of mine in your container.
I see.
So we're inevitably going to be missing some potatoes.
Oh,
There's no doubt. So I think what we should do after we're done with this is cover this with straw.
Okay.
For the fall and the winter.
Okay.
Just in case, and then we'll just see what happens.
See if we can.
Plus, it'll help keep some of these weeds down, I think. Levi and Winston are having fun running around.
Yeah, there's so much play in them.
So definitely need to do some trimming on my hair because there's some spots in there where it's
Little calicky
and not quite trimmed right. But it is so much nicer having shorter hair.
Yes, there was lots of comments on the last video about your hair.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that one is a mushy, nasty one. Oh, that was gross. That was my first bad one. And I will say too, on this one, the way we planted these potatoes is we just cut them into sections, like quartered them, but didn't let them harden off.
Nope.
Didn't go through that whole process. It was just cut and plant.
Yep.
So that does show you can still get potatoes using that method.
I think I cut probably 5 potatoes in half per row.
Okay.
And they were, varying between, this size
And like this.
and like that, and then even bigger. So it didn't take much to get this, and it was all free because it was from last year's potatoes.
Yeah. And we figured this year what we'll do is we have an area in the house kind of set up with tarps where we don't have a lot of really cool dark areas. So there's a place in one of the bedrooms.
The one that Sang slept in?
Yeah, where there's a nice little dark spot and it's pretty dry. Well, it's definitely dry.
Yeah, it's dry.
It's cooler because there's curtains and then that boards up. So I think that'll be a good area to kind of cure them and harden them off. And then we can just grab them as we want to cook for dinner, which is one of my favorite things. You know, potatoes.
Let's see here. Winston goes to the vet tomorrow at 10.
Okay, nice.
So I'll do my chores and I'll take him. And then we can try to finish at least one of the coops
At least
tomorrow.
one of.
I think what we should do for the coops from going forward, just so we can get the shells done, just get the shells done and get them wrapped.
Yep.
And get actual coops built. And then we can worry about the nesting boxes, the roosting bars, because they can survive without a roosting bar and a nesting box.
Yeah. And the the rest of them that we're going to be putting in are pretty far away from egg laying age. This is the only one where they should start laying here pretty soon.
Okay.
And so I wanted to get them.
The Rhode Island Reds?
The Rhode Island Reds, yeah, they're the closest. Everyone else is at least 2 to 3 months away from laying age, so we have time.
Okay.
So yeah, I agree.
This is actually a very nice harvest.
This is really good. You missed one right there. I see it.
I was just picking up the ones right before this. I missed a lot over here.
Yeah. Nice. Good times. It's actually kind of relaxing.
Yep.
Reminds me of being a kid and playing in the dirt.
It would be so much more relaxing for me if there wasn't any poison ivy. I hate poison ivy. Even though I haven't had an outbreak on it.
I have.
I really don't want to.
Yeah.
Do you think you have?
Well, the most recent one when you were gone, that I don't think was poison ivy. I think one of the brambles cut me and I had an allergic reaction to that because that was way worse. That was really bad. I've never had it like inside my skin. Yep. Painful.
Yeah, I didn't think that was a poison ivy reaction.
No. All right. Nice. Oh, look at this funky one. It's like a vine.
Oh, yeah. Oops.
So many.
Yeah.
I need to move this out of the way. Can we move this over?
Yeah, go for it.
It's too heavy for me. That's the whole. Can we move it?
Well, yeah, you're right. I hear you.
Okay. That was very heavy. Oh my goodness. You got potatoes everywhere. You're just missing the bucket left and right here, babe.
I'm handing you some.
There you go.
Oops.
You are most welcome. Okay. I guess we're getting ready. I don't know, like we're getting ready to kind of do a little, just kind of finishing up all of the chicken enclosures so then we can just be set and ready for everyone moving forward. We have, today I couldn't find one of my hens and one of our OGs.
Betty Jane. The Brahma.
Yeah, the light Brahma. She's our only buff Brahma. She's a buff Brahma, excuse me. She's a buff Brahma.
That's what it was.
She's the only one, and she's one of our OGs that we've had for 3 years, 2.5, something like that.
Well, we got her at Mr. Wayne's when we first moved in.
Yeah. So it's been a while.
Yep.
And I asked Nate where she'd been because I hadn't seen her come out and eat since I'd been home because I always do evening chores. Nate typically does morning chores. And he was like, you know what? I haven't seen her either. And so started, checking all of these places. I'm like, well, I wonder if she's broody somewhere. Because I don't know if y'all will remember this, but when we had the raccoon attacks, Betty Jane was the first one that got attacked.
Yeah.
And she didn't get attacked as bad as Elaine, but she still...
Her neckline was really bad.
Yeah, she was pretty bad. So I was really worried because she's a big girl. So I'm not really worried about hawks, but you know.
Yep, ground predator.
Ground predators, and we've been, you know, trail cams up, we've had cameras
Oh wow,
up.
look at this little, I just smashed it, but it's a
little skull.
It's a skull.
That's like a little bird one, it looks like. So anyway, long story short, started looking around for her. Turns out she's broody, sitting on 12 eggs. Not sure how long she's been sitting on them. Because I've been home for at least, what, 3-4 days? 3 days?
You got back
Friday.
And today
and
is
it's
Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Right. Well, it's Wednesday for them, but yeah.
Oh yeah, Tuesday for me. Yeah. So glad we found her, but that's another surprise. And she's never been broody before, and she's like, I'm guessing just about 3 years old. So figured we'd go ahead and let her
brood.
Go ahead and let her brood. She's had a rough.
She really has.
A rough few months. So I'm happy that she's feeling up to it. And so we have 12-ish. We'll see how many hatch. Last time we let the hens go broody, they all hatched. So
yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
I think we need to move her though, because I do think that some of the girls are going in there and laying.
Yeah.
And she's just going to accumulate too many eggs.
Yeah, I need to mark them all and get her kind of moved. We don't have anywhere to put her right now until we get a couple coops done.
Well, we have that one cage that we've been using for like sick hens and stuff.
Oh,
or we can close up the coop that she's in, and Elaine can just go find a new place to lay.
Yeah, but I want her to be able to get out and exercise. And do you think that's enough exercise? Just that little ground area?
Little run?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, we'll figure it out. Yeah, it's a big rock. So yeah, that was fun. Found her and...
Yeah, we were both pleasantly relieved.
Yeah. It's like, oh, okay, you're just broody. Okay, cool. Didn't really need you to be broody, but I'll take it.
Hey, free babies. Well,
ish, yeah.
Ish.
We have enough food for them. We lost the 6 that we had anticipated keeping that Donna had, so it's okay. And then we sold some of our hens, 6 of our hens to Sean. Mm-hmm. So
2 of which have already started laying.
Yeah, 2 have already started laying, so yeah, so it wouldn't be bad to have a few more hens. But we do have, I think, 6 roosters that we need to get rid of in the last batch, because he bought all the hens. Most of the hens, I think there's only 2 hens left, and the rest are all roosters in there, so we don't want them. So we'll either gift them or sell them or cull them.
Yep. We have a few roosters to cull anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I was including.
Oh, you were?
The gray one and Richard, yeah. Okay. The gray one is just, we have one of Richard's children that is really just not a bright rooster.
No, he's very skittish and just crazy. Like, he's a crazy rooster.
He's feral. I would call him feral. I don't think I've ever had a feral rooster before, because even like the ones that we haven't handled, you can still walk by them and they won't freak out. This one, you can't even come close to him without him just going bonkers. And the girls don't like him. They all try to get away from him. So we'll just... He's just not good breeding stock. I wouldn't recommend him for somebody else's. But yeah. And he's not in with any of the ones that Betty Jane's sitting on, so there's no worries of any cross-contamination of Crazy Rooster.
Yeah, I'm going to bring them in closer. Maybe they can see better. We're also at... we're at 23 minutes.
I was gonna say, we're probably boring them, unless they just want to, we can just keep it going and stop talking and they can just watch us do potatoes for the rest of it. But look how many potatoes this is. This is excellent.
This is a very satisfying, it's like the weather's perfect.
It is.
The bugs are decently not in our face.
Finally.
Today they were, this whole week they've just been crazy in our face.
Yep.
It's not humid, or barely humid.
Barely, yeah.
Like, this is a good day for...
This is almost ideal
reaping
weather.
Some starch.
Yeah.
You know?
Digging up my favorite veg. Oh man. And I don't know if they can see in the background, but look how beautiful the nasturtium is.
The nasturtium's gone crazy. The nasturtium's gone wild.
It's so nice. It's like,
Whoops.
I was worried that it just didn't come up, but it just took a lot longer. I didn't realize how long it took because I'd never planted it before. But I'd heard such good things about it, I wanted to try it. And
Are we gonna make a salad out of it?
yeah, I want to try to make a salve out of it.
A salve or a salad?
Oh, both. You can do either or. So you can put it in like pain butters and different types of ointments. And then you can also eat, supposedly you can eat every single part of it. The leaf, it's supposed to be a little peppery, kind of like arugula.
Or like spicy, or like mustard greens.
Yeah, or like the mustard greens, yeah. So, which...
my brother thought was too many chemicals that I put into the...
which we put 0.
You're right. Nate, how many chemicals did you put in your garden? None, why? These things are so spicy. They taste like chemical.
What?
What are you talking about?
Oh, you're eating mustard greens.
You're eating the mustard greens.
He used to drive by our house when we lived in Portland, and he would just drive by and stop whenever he was in the neighborhood.
Because he drives for work.
Yeah, and be going to a job or something, and our garden was outside of our fence line, so you didn't have to disrupt us, or even, we didn't even have to be home, and he'd always honk. And my office faced the street, so I could always see when he was there, and just say, hey, get some. You know, he'd stop by with a sandwich, like meat and bread, and then he'd stop by and get lettuce and tomatoes out of our garden. It was always a nice little... I think he misses that. Your mom does too.
Yes.
Because she used to always stop by and get bags of stuff also.
Yep.
Yep. We've always liked the gardening and the, that's a good one.
It's very relaxing.
Man.
Did you push all this up or is it just untouched?
Yeah, I've pushed all that up. I'm kind of moving it so you can see like my big pile here. So as I go through and then I try to move it back out of my way.
Okay.
So those, I mean, you might find some. I'm not.
I did. I found one little tiny guy.
Oh, I left some of the littles. I didn't grab all of them. To be fair, they were. Or they just roll back down. This is great. This has got to be at least, what, 50 pounds?
Yeah, I would say so.
Out of like less than 5 pounds of potatoes.
Oh yeah, definitely less than 5 pounds.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you said it was just a couple per row, so yeah, I would say that's great.
I would say that's great too. I wish I would have kept the potato slips in better, or the sweet potato slips in better condition.
Yeah. Oh, that one's not a good one. Oh.
Rank?
Yeah, I was like, I smelled something, and I was like, what is that? Oh, man. Excuse me. I'm wondering, I didn't go very deep. Oh, did I left my fork up there. Do you have your spoon on you still?
I don't have a spoon.
Oh, they're way up there.
You mean the shovels?
Yeah, the little mini shovels.
Yeah, it is kind of dusty, isn't it?
The garden, yeah, once you start, it's like, I'm just curious because I've always been told that they'll actually go down further, but this is really compact clay, and I haven't seen any past.
No, I wouldn't
But
bother.
I just want to check.
Okay, you check.
I am, but
You
oh
do
my
that.
gosh, it's like a rock. It's so, yeah, I'm not.
We'll just keep doing this year after year, and eventually this will be like 5 foot deep of soil.
Yeah, that was like Mr. Wayne's. He had the most gorgeous soil.
He really did.
It was, ooh, that's my best one.
Nice.
That's a good one. You're just slacking in the time, so I'm starting to go onto your side.
Nice.
Would have been yours.
Nice. You go.
I'm going. I'm getting there. Got it.
Should let the chickens come in here and
Yeah.
till it all up and get all the grubs and.
Yeah, they would have a blast. Oh man.
I'm seeing lots of grubs and lots of little tiny, not earthworms, but like wormy stuff.
Yeah. I'd like to do a worm farm again.
Yeah, me too.
That was nice. We had what were they, the red wigglers?
Yep.
Yeah.
That made some amazing compost.
Yeah.
Soil, or not soil, but
Yeah.
fertilizer.
Fertilizer and adding it into, and it just aerated the soil so much. Yeah, we did a lot of those fun things when it was like super small scale. It's like, it'd be nice to kind of bring some of that back where we can, you know, with the infinite time that we have.
But one of the things about having the red wigglers when we did is we didn't have any other animals to feed our scraps to.
True.
And now we have chickens and pigs.
Everything.
And, yeah.
Yeah, that makes a big difference too.
Yeah.
Oh wow, this is from the marigold way over here. It's a marigold pod.
What did you throw that on me for?
I didn't mean to. It fell out of my hand. I apologize, Mama. These are mine now. You're slacking. You're taking too long. You're. Look at you.
I just
dig.
moved the poison ivy out of the way for that. I was picking up the poison ivy.
Thank you. I appreciate you looking out for me.
You know what? You get in your own lane.
I'm done.
You got the whole thing.
It's done.
All right, come on over and help.
I'm like, it's done. I did it. Man.
Yeah, it's the straw and it's the or the grass that we put down, or that I put down for the mulch.
Yeah, all the things that I'm allergic to. Digging them up.
Oh, look at that guy.
Ew.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Oh, that's a big
Nasty.
millipede. There you go, sir. Go have a second life over there.
Until the chickens come in.
That's gonna be a while because we don't want them to eat all of this stuff, right?
Oh, that's true.
Because we have a whole bunch more potatoes.
That's true.
Yeah, sorry. Oh man, this is another good one. You got a lot of good ones on your side.
Yeah, I've been saving them for you.
Have ya?
Been
You're
waiting
so
for you to
sweet. You're like,
finish
hurry up,
up your
woman.
side. Man, the dogs have been so barky today.
We've had delivery, I don't know. I always seem to defend them. Like, well, they're just doing their job.
I mean, they are, but some days are more barky than usual.
Yeah.
Or than others, rather.
But all the heavy machinery, I think, is just weird for them.
With the neighbor doing their pond.
Yeah. It's been...
Look at these tubers.
Oh, those are great. I didn't know what those were. I have a big one down here.
I don't think it's potato.
Oh, shoot. I was like, that's exciting. I was like, woo! You're like, Katie, it's not awesome stuff. I got a little dirty. You're not gardening if you're not dirty. I think my butt's all dirty too.
Are we stopping at this row?
That's
right in the center. Because this is still.
This is the next one.
This is
all still alive. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're stopping right in the center right here.
Yeah. Is this a row?
Well, I've been seeing a lot in the centers.
Oh shoot! I haven't done a lot of the centers.
Oh, no wonder you're so far ahead of me.
No wonder.
There couldn't be any other explanation.
No other reason why, possibly.
Look how far down this one was, honey.
See? I don't know.
I mean, I still just did it by hand, but it was into the clay.
Okay. These pants are not good pants to be filming in and bending over in. So we might have some editing to do, depending on the angles. Yeah, not a single one in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. At least not in my half. one that fell out of my pocket. My little pouch, I didn't fix it correctly before I started.
Uh-oh.
You gotta make sure it's wrapped, or it'll, when you put too heavy of things in there, it'll start to open it. Okay, there we go. Look at that. I'm not lifting this, that's too heavy.
I'm gonna go get the cart.
Yeah. That box already looks like it's starting to rip under the weight of it. That's a lot of potatoes.
Yeah, it's a good haul.
That's great. Sweet.
Yeah.
I see a couple little ones, but it's okay.
I think that's it.
Woo!
All right, calling it good.
Cool. Let's throw some hay over it. Straw.
Oh, there's one over there.
There's one right here.
Oh,
4 more. There we go.
well, there we go. Big old box full of, that's a fairly big box too.
Yeah, it's a pretty big box.
Yeah, so.
Nice.
Okay, that's it for the day. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll tell you about Winston because he'll have his vet appointment. So,
Yep.
wish us luck. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Look at how beautiful this is. It's just whoosh.
Looks great. So it's so loomy.